Hey, it's me. It's that wrestling dude. Tonight, special night. WrestleMania 41, night one preview. As you can see, I am not alone. Mr. Raw, Mr. Raw, a guy with world titles on 2 continents. Mr. August Artois. What's going on, man?
It's going on, man. I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here. Me and you have been together a lot lately, and that's not depressing at all.
And as you can see, here joined by 2 members of Controversial Inc., baddest female in any promotion in across the world, LABRAVA Escobar, and Execution himself, man, Salazar de la Muerte. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
You know, this is crazy. This is actually the first time that we're all ever in a podcast together. We've never done this before. None of us.
And we've been on a podcast with August by himself, and then you by himself. Yeah, both of you.
Actually, yeah. Oh, snap. Yes, we have. Like, we all insert.
In history.
Is this the first time International Gatekeeper's been together again?
Yeah, a little bit of.
Is that even still a thing?
Somewhat, yes.
We were just together Sunday.
Oh yeah, I thought podcast wise. No, podcast wise, like a year ago, but like in person, 2 days ago.
Oh, you can't keep us apart for too long. You got the keys.
Quite a bit.
Yep.
Before we get into it, WrestleMania in Vegas. Anybody got any cool Vegas stories you're allowed to tell?
I haven't been to Vegas.
Haven't been to Vegas yet, so
Okay.
that story is still pending.
Yeah, it'll happen though.
So I went to fucking Vegas one time. I went to go see Aerosmith, and they suck. And I think I got roofied. And I stayed at the Circus, and
That's like the worst hotel.
yeah, it was very cheap though. It was like I think $12 a night.
That's why you got roofied.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I fucking hated Vegas because I'm not much of like a hey, let's go find random drugs from random people in the street, and then I'm not like a hey, let's go buy expensive hookers. That's why I go to Thailand. And then I'm not really a gambler. Like if I spend my $5 in a slot machine, if I lose, then I'm ready to go home. So Vegas sucks.
Sounds about right.
I mean, I turned down WrestleCon this year because I didn't feel like fucking dealing with Vegas. So I gave it to my buddy Tim Strange instead.
You didn't want to waste all your money on those hookers.
No, I wouldn't have spent it. If I'm not spending fucking $30, $40, you know. All right, let's WrestleMania. What are we talking about here?
Let's kick it off. New Day challenging War Raiders World Tag Team Championship. Me personal opinion of all this is probably the most blah match on the card. Filler. Salazar, you're a tag team guy. You think they got a chance to steal the show?
I mean, match wise, yeah, possibly. But here's the thing about that match. It just kind of felt like all of the sudden. It just kind of happened all of the sudden. That's the only thing that I have to say about that. And but I think the match is going to be good. I think it's going to be good, and I'm going to be biased because they got 2 guys with beards. So it's kind of hard not to root for them. So if I were to root for someone, I'm going to root for the guy with the beards because representation is good.
Are you on the same path as that, LaBrava? Team Beard Gang?
So, I've grown to love tag team wrestling. So anytime that there's a tag match on the card, I love it. I'm more so interested to see New Day being the heels now, and they're going against, the War Raiders, and I'm interested to see the type of chemistry and the type of story that they can make. Because again, it was all put together, but you can make something out of it. It just really depends on how it all flows in a match. It could surprise us. I honestly think that it could surprise us.
And they're both tag teams, both of them, for years together. So they already know, real tag team wrestling, not just throwing them together type of guys.
Yep, exactly. And like different styles, mashing around and everything. So it's I think it'll be a good match.
August,
Hey, we got
go
a
ahead.
comment. Read the comment. Dude, read the
I'm
comment.
I'm reaching for it. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go.
Yeah.
PW, let's
There
go.
we go.
Yes.
Hey.
This Saturday.
We will say now, though, for the ones that are listening live, the ones that will be listening for April 19th, WrestleMania Night 1, you can make your way to Seminole, Florida, catch Pride of Wrestling first from 4 to 6 p.m., and you have 1 hour to get your fat fucking lazy ass home. Click the fucking TV on to watch WrestleMania 1, Night 1. Get your tickets now at prideofwrestling.com. Now
You know
ask me what I think about the first match about WrestleMania. Go ahead.
Hey, August, what do you think about the first match that's going to happen between the War Raiders and the New Day for the Tag Team Championship?
I don't fucking care. Pride of Wrestling Night 1, April 19th. Get your tickets now, prideofwrestling.com.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Next
liking
match.
this pattern right now.
Yes.
I'm liking this pattern. That's the pattern right now that's going on. And I just want to add to that, August. POW from 4 to 6 p.m.
Yep. April 19th, right?
And like August said, go to www.prideofwrestling.com to get your tickets. And when you get off at 6, you can go ahead and go home and watch WrestleMania.
Stop and get a pizza on the way home. You have plenty of time.
What did you get?
Next
A hot and
match.
ready?
We got another comment. Read it, dude.
Toned in.
Read it.
Pride of Wrestling, where you can see LaBrava dump popcorn on her opponents.
Okay. So if anybody wants to know the story, I got reprimanded for doing that. So
Please, I want to hear the story.
I got reprimanded. Well, okay, so it was a triple threat between Lexi Gomez and Ali Rex, and we were gunning after the title. And I mean, I'm gonna look at the first thing that I can because you know what I mean. Like in a match, I really don't care. My goal is to win at the end of the day. And a girl just happened to have popcorn, and Ali was all the way over there. You know, she was hurt because I kicked her, and then Lexi was there. So I mean, she's a Hollywood horror, and she likes to entertain people. So I wanted to go ahead and entertain her with the popcorn. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Have your popcorn, girl. Have your popcorn. But I ended up getting reprimanded with that, and they might have taken a little piece of my pay just to help replace the popcorn, but that's besides the point. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
The popcorn at Pride of Wrestling is pretty cheap. Yeah, you can get it too. It's served by a lovely woman at our stand there with our food. You can get it April 19th. Pride of Wrestling.
What was the website?
What was the website? Yeah, we forgot.
At wrestling.com.
What other snacks do they have there besides the popcorn?
I think they got the hot dogs, right? They got the hot dogs. I think they got
The pulled pork sandwiches.
pulled pork
Yeah,
sandwiches.
pulled pork sandwiches, dude. Best ones on this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah.
See, look at that. Woof.
You can see
Make a
LaBrava
list.
dump popcorn on her opponents, or you can see August Artois catch his opponents on fire. Fuck you, Mike Orlando.
I mean, I might throw some popcorn on Catalina Perez this Saturday, so who knows? We'll see. It's a good welcoming party to bring her back into Pride of Wrestling.
You can see her she might throw popcorn on her opponent this Saturday, April 19th, at Seminole Recreational Center. Get your tickets now, Pride of Wrestling.
Yes, 4 to 6 p.m.
4 to 6. All right, August. Jade Cargill, Naomi. You think big grudge match? You think Naomi can carry the match?
All right, this is one that I actually will talk about. A lot of people have been like absolutely shitting on that Cargill. How do you say it?
What Cargill? Now you got me fucked up. Cargill. Jade
Cargill. That's it. Let's just call her Jade. She's fucked, dude. Jade looks better than like 90% of the guys on the independent wrestling scene. Like she is a brick shithouse. She looks the part. I really hope that time off, like she's been looking good with the run-ins and stuff that she's been doing, but Naomi's been doing it for a long time. Like you said, like that's a veteran to kind of carry her through the match. But I think if they just keep it simple and make her fight like a big, like powerful motherfucker that she is, I think it'll be just fine.
Nice and quick.
I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. That's and everybody knows I could give two shits about fucking women's wrestling. But anyways,
As a woman, I take no offense. Trust me, you're good.
Probably knows what I'm talking about. But
Yes.
that's one match I'm really looking forward to be honest. Like it's going to be good. The story Like the whole story has been really good. So that's what I'm looking forward to pay off.
What says you, Salazar? You agree with him?
When I see Jay Cargill, even when she was over there in AEW, I mean, we all saw that she was meant to be over here. You know, like
Mhm.
everybody saw it. Everybody saw it, and everyone could tell that she was eventually going to end up there, and she did. So it's just a matter of like her going through the process of being where she needs to be, you know, and it's gonna take a little bit of time, but you know, and that happens to everyone, you know. So with Jay Cargill, you know, you got someone that she's familiar with, and that's gonna make that match better,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Less is more with her too.
Yeah.
Gorilla Bro, got anything to add?
So, speaking about physiques, just touching on that really quick, I actually got to see her in person when I was backstage at AEW, back when AEW Dark was a thing. That woman is jacked. Like, it is so intimidating. Like, that woman, you could tell that she puts hours and hours of dedication into what she loves to do. And that's something so respectable. She takes this seriously, and she's gotten better. People can argue whether or not they agree, but I feel like she has gotten better. And the way that the story is going between her and Naomi, it captured me since the Elimination Chamber when she made her return, and it was a big shock moment. So, like, shock value going into this match, it has the potential to really be an impactful match, and people will talk about it. And I'm excited to see the match. I'm all about women's wrestling because I want to see it grow. And this match, it could help elevate the division that is women's wrestling, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Good answer.
I agree. All
I'm
right.
looking to see if her attitude changes, because like whenever I heard about the backstage like drama that she was having or whatever, you always got to ignore that stuff because it's usually always rumors. But then like you've seen in that match when Shayna locked that choke on her and she fucking started tapping, like obviously that was some shoot shit because you don't just start tapping out in the middle of the match. So I would like to see if her attitude has changed, like whoever she moves on and fight after this, to see if maybe her attitude has changed or not.
Look at you caring about women's wrestling.
Shut up, bitch.
Moving on, Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I love me some Chad Gable, man. Everything they've thrown at him,
Chad Gable's not even in the card, you idiot.
Yeah, why are you saying Chad Gable?
Is he a manager or something?
I think he is. I think he's coming out. I think this is probably gonna be the best match on the card between these two.
Between who?
El Grande Americano, not Chad.
Okay.
Yeah, racist.
Yeah, my bad. What says you, LaBrava?
Yeah.
Now you wait your turn.
I wasn't jumping in.
LaBrava.
I hate you. Fucking hate you.
I swear.
How do I mute?
I
How do I
think he's
mute
the one
him?
that says it. I swear he's the one that says it, but I swear August has freaking Tourette's, dude.
I say it every time I talk to August, every single time. I don't think there's been a day that I have not talked to August that I told that he does not have Tourette's.
Damn it. I'll get checked out for you.
Bro, like, your brain must run at like 90 miles an hour, like every single day.
It's like 92 miles per hour. We got another comment.
I'm reaching for the mouse. There you go.
Absolutely. You can't prove
You're right.
That's Chad Gable.
You're right.
Yeah, what are you smoking on, dude?
I mean, to be fair, we've never seen El Grande Americano's face before. We've never seen him before, but he's so athletic. Have you seen this guy in the ring? That guy has been like the talk of like WWE and just in social media, and everybody's so entertained by him. He's entertaining. He wrestles really good. He has a good presence.
Look, I'm Puerto Rican. Okay, here we go. I know a luchador when I see one. You understand me?
Yeah.
Both of you look at me at this moment. All right. I know a luchador when I see one. And El Grande Americano is a luchador. And
I know. I'm on your side with this one. Why am I taking my glasses off?
I'm so into it.
It's just fucking Salazar's voice is just like I'm like a I'm like a cobra in a fucking box.
It's the beard. That's the source
That's
of our power.
that's
The
the
power of the
charm.
beard. All right, go ahead, August. I know you're chomping at
What?
the bit.
You mean to leave?
No, go ahead. What you think about Mysterio?
Oh, I don't give a shit about that match at all.
All right.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a bunch. It's just gonna be a bunch of poopla. We're probably gonna honestly. Okay, if I have to partake in this one, I think they're gonna. America La Chichino is gonna get unmasked.
Yeah, it's gonna be a disgrace.
No,
And we're
man,
gonna
it's
see
ruin
it
his
actually.
legacy.
It's actually Mr. C. That's where he's been this whole time.
He's beyond
That would explain so many things. So many things.
He's been in the gym. He's been posting a lot of gym pictures, and like America La Chichino is pretty
No,
chiseled.
but
So
he throws you off because he'll post some from 2012, there's some from recently, and then some from like 2 years ago. But he wants to throw you off. He never wants you to know how he really looks like until he shows up.
that's my guess, is that American La Chichino is Mr. C.
Yeah. And yeah.
All right.
What do you think, dude?
What?
What do you think? You didn't say anything about your thought on this match. You said the first two matches. You didn't give us your thought on this one though.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time, man. Ray still got it, and Gran Americano still, still got something to prove he can hang in there with him. It's gonna get a great luchador bout.
Cool, next one.
Jacob Fatu, LA Knight. Does Jacob Fatu need a title?
Who you asking, dude? Not me.
I think I can't see you.
Here. I don't want
Salazar, go ahead, take this one. You think he needs a title? You think it's gonna hurt him or help him?
All right. And there's nothing here left. No, I think Jacob Fatu, I mean, what he's doing right now is really good. Regardless. So I don't think the type is great, but he's doing good. He's doing good regardless.
Yeah.
I think either way, I'm cool with it, in the sense of like, I can see both of them doing their thing with it.
Yeah.
I feel like his presence alone is very intimidating in just how well he moves. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe the title will help elevate him maybe to another level, but I really don't think that he needs one right now. Unpopular opinion, but I don't think that he needs one right now. His presence alone is enough to already slowly get him to that level, if that makes sense.
I agree with you. They just barely scratched the surface with him already. Why rushing
I
into
agree with her
that?
too. I agree with her too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go. Another comment for you.
Jacob Fatu isn't El Grande. Shut up, TJ Brady. Go to bed.
I mean, that would explain a lot, though.
No, that'll explain nothing.
It's Mr. C. We've already been through this.
Yeah. And the C stands for Chad.
Yeah.
There you go.
We discovered it, yes.
You got an opinion on it, August, or no?
What are we talking about again? My dyslexia kicked in.
Fatu?
Oh, dude. Speaking on experience from being in the ring with the guy, like that motherfucker can go, and he can go after he can go, and he can keep going even more after that. It was fucking funny. Funny story. Like we called the match together, and we were supposed to go out there, wrestle around the ring for like a couple seconds, and then get in the ring and start the match. Fucking like 15 minutes later, I'm laying on the ground like crying, finding a god to pray to. I look over and I see Sage Scott laying fucking dead on the ground on the other side of the ring, and I'm like, if I just lay here, they'll stop beating me up. And it was Journey, Jacob, and fucking Juicy. And I look over and fucking Sage Scott, and Sage is a big boy. His little fucking legs get pulled up in the air and he gets drug away like a scary movie. They are some of the most powerful people on this planet, Samoans. But Jacob Fatu in general is like, whether he wins or loses, like Salazar said, it's like nothing's gonna Nothing's gonna change for him. I think if LA Knight loses, things might change for him. So I think they're gonna keep the title. But then again, like maybe it'll be a disqualification or something like that because I can't see Fatu losing clean to LA Knight when he had like a battle with Braun Strowman. You know what I'm saying? Like speaking of sense, that like speaking in sense, that doesn't make any. But that'll be an interesting one. It could go either way, but like I said, if LA Knight loses, he has more to lose from losing than Fatu does.
100% agree.
Yep. All right, women's championship. Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte first came back and she got booted out of the building. You think she deserves another run? August, go ahead.
Me again?
Yeah, we love women's wrestling, man. We're getting you back into it.
Putting you on the spot.
Good one.
This one's funny because like I saw something on Facebook today and it was like a video I missed of Alexa Bliss calling out Charlotte like whenever Charlotte was the Raw Women's Champion, and she was like putting her on blast about like Charlotte, like if you didn't have that title, like who would you be? Like what would you tell these people? Like all you have is being a champion. Like if you're not a champion, you have nothing to sell, nothing to be. And then so I saw that and I was like, well, man, these fucking chicks, like I think they really fucking hate this girl. And then on top of that, like, you know, this is just my personal opinion. She came back looking fucking not as, I mean, I'm not gonna shit on anybody's personal looks or anything like that, but like she went away looking like a champion. She came back now, like she looks more like a model. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's the route she's trying to go, but she looks more like she'd be walking like a runway or on the front of a magazine or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
She definitely looks different.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's still beautiful, but like it looks like she's trying to get into like movies or fashion or something like that. Because like the old Charlotte was like, I don't know, like she looked more like a wrestler. Like this looks more like a model with holding, you know, trying to come for a title and stuff. But anyways, the whole shoot thing that happened the other day, like I'm interested to see if shit flies off the rails. That would be the only reason I'll be glued to the TV for that one, to see if one of them, because they both seem like bitches. So I'd love to see what happens.
Look at you invested in the women's matches. You're growing.
Didn't her and Nia like get into it, like shoot fight on Raw?
That's right.
Yeah, like a couple of years ago. Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. They were swinging at each other.
Yeah, I'd love to see like these two go at it like on the grandest stage of them all, because like nobody wants to be embarrassed on the grandest stage.
That is true. The stakes are a little bit higher. Yeah, that's right.
Hopefully they fight for real.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Salazar. Got any thoughts on it?
Instigator.
You know, I actually think that in a way this helps Charlotte. Because, yeah. Yep.
He did one of those. He did an owl head. So he's like, wait, what?
If you can capitalize on people really, really disliking you, there's money to be made.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Okay.
So
that's fair.
And I think if Charlotte knows how she's heading, she'll make a lot of it'll be good.
Yeah. Like the tweet she made after it happened, she was like, I'd like to apologize about something I said last night. She's like, I didn't mean to say that Texas people were smart or something.
Yeah. That was great. She knew how to flip it.
Yeah. Because if she would have like legit apologized, because like nobody gave a shit about like, and that's not just me speaking. That was like the internet was like, nobody gave a shit about this rivalry at all until they fucking popped off at each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bobby, get anything?
I mean, I'm all about women's wrestling, right? But it was kind of like what August said. I'm really interested to see if like that is actually gonna blow off a bomb in the middle of WrestleMania, if that could change the flow of the match. I like good drama in a wrestling show anyway. So that's one of the matches that I'm actually really, really looking forward to seeing on night one of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I wrote down steal the show. Like I think that might be the one that tops all the stuff they got going on.
And they're both really athletic too. They're both really, really athletic.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, World Championship, Gunther versus Jey Uso. Everybody's been hating on Jey Uso. When I went to a live show in December, and the dude's over as fuck. Like as soon as his music hit, everybody was up, everybody was going crazy. Did he deserve to have that run? LaBrava, what do you say?
I got a little too distracted because I don't know what this one's doing.
Oh, I'm dying over here. Okay, next question.
I think
Answer the man, LaBrava.
I think he might be wanting to speed up the process.
Do you mind repeating the question one more time? That's why
Jey
we need to
Uso,
get out of the way.
does Jey Uso deserve the spot to be facing Gunther?
People will agree to disagree. He's come a long way. He's come a long way. Okay, it might be an opinion that not a lot of people are like, I don't know. But like, if you would have asked me 10 years ago if Jey Uso would be in a world title match, if you would have told me that 10 years ago, I would have called you a liar.
Mm-hmm.
I would have honestly called you a liar because I didn't believe it back then. But now, I mean, I believe the hype. The guy still gets a good reaction. The guy still gets a good response. A lot of people are behind him. I don't know facts, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But merch sales also take that into accountability because if you're a profitable person, of course you're going to have the spotlight. And like, if you know wrestling, you know that that is true. You're the way that you market yourself, the way that you promote yourself, the presence, the attraction that you are, they're going to put a bigger spotlight on you. So yeah, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. He should be in a title picture.
Salazar, you got thoughts on that?
Jey Uso, I guess, has proven that he can make money. You know, and I get that's like the most important thing in reality. You know, because it's a wrestling company. You know, and so the fact that he can do that, the fact that he can come out of being a tag team wrestler and coming out and being able to do that on his own, and then being able to make money out of it. Like in a sense where like, okay, everybody has his stuff. Everybody. You know, and when he does this thing, everybody does it with him. You know, you can see it with your own eyes, you know what I'm saying? So like you can try to pretend and be like, oh no, I don't like that, no. But you can't, it's right in your face. It's right in your face and everyone can see it. So that's why he's getting this.
Yeah.
No, and Gunther's the right guy. Gunther's the right guy with him because, you know, that's the guy, you know, Jay's gonna have to show if he can, you know, if we can go tough like that, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the way people are gonna see it. Because Jay's proven that he can move money. You know, now you gotta prove that, all right, can he go? Like Gunther? You know, that's what some people are gonna think. Some people are gonna think that he's gonna be able to do it, but there's some old people also think like, you know, Gunther's a different type of wrestler than Jay is.
Sure.
You know? And Gunther's gonna make it feel like he's being tested. You know? Like you're gonna see that. So now it's just how is Jay gonna be able to adapt to that basically? Just looking at it from like a wrestling standpoint.
Yeah, that's fair.
Defining moment for him. He has opportunity to define his career.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, August.
Thank you for the stage, young man. I'd like to touch on what both of the Latinos below me touched on. People are talking about he's got a very limited move set. So did Stone Cold, so did The Rock, so did The Undertaker, so did Kane, so did Mankind. And the moves they did were basic. So were Stone Cold's, so were The Rock's, so were Mankind, so were The Undertaker's, so was August Artois. So, if I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that match, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think Jey Uso's gonna lose that title because Goon Terror is huh? Did I say something wrong? Am I talking about the right match?
He's not the champion, August.
Yeah.
He can't lose the title.
Who?
Jey Uso can't lose the title if he ain't the champion, brother.
I didn't say that. I said that.
Yeah, you did, brother.
Oh.
That's why we're laughing.
Let me find the button real quick. Rewind. Beep.
Cut it.
Well,
No, we're live, brother. We're live.
I don't think that Gunther's gonna lose that title because he's a really good champion, and I think the Yeet thing's kind of coming to an end. And they're trying to like build his brother up at the same time. We have another comment. Let's check the comment. Check the comment. Check the comment. What I do? Fuck you, Tony. Dude.
I told you.
I hit rewind though, so like it doesn't even matter.
It erased.
It's a race.
It erased. Shut up. Anyways, I don't want to play anymore. How about that, Tony? I don't want to play anymore. I think it's gonna be a draw and both people lose. How about that?
And everybody loses.
I don't know. I think the Yeet thing's kind of coming to an end. Like, you can make so much money off of something, but like Stone Cold, like kept it. There was always something different coming. That's why he had a different T-shirt every fucking month. This is just Yeet, and like, how much more could you go with Yeet without getting perverted?
The rise of Gunther was more fun than Gunther as champion.
Gunther.
Yeah.
Moving on, main event: Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, CM Punk. August as a world champ. Do you feel it's right not to have the world champ go on last?
Hold on, I wanted to say one more thing about the last match.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me rewind.
He's like a better world champion. He's like a better representation of the company. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not only his in ring, but his out of the ring too. Like, and he's new to the company and like keep building him up. I think. Anyways, fast forward. You know, as a world champ. Wait, it's on night one.
Yeah,
that's on night one.
Yep.
That's dumb. What's on night two? What's the main event on night two?
It's gotta be Cody, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably. No, I don't fucking to me, the main event is whenever I go on. If you put me on third, that's the main event then. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then wasn't it last year, like they put Roman and stuff on first? So like my thing is like, I know, everybody knows what the main event is and what the main draw is of like certain shows and stuff like that. So, I mean, to me, it doesn't really matter where it is on the card, to a point, unless it's like a dark match or something. But yeah, everyone's ass is gonna be in their seats for that fucking match. So it doesn't matter. The match itself is gonna be fucking awesome though. I have no theory or anything about it at all. Maybe if I had to, gun to the fucking head, I'd say like Heyman's gonna turn on both Punk and fucking Roman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying.
Yep. That was my thoughts exactly. Because I feel like Seth is a snake in the garden in this case, even though he tries to tell everybody it's not me, it's not me, it's not me, but it's always the snake that's telling everybody that he's not the snake. You know what I mean?
He's always been the Judas.
Always. Always. And then you have to factor in Paul Heyman's also betrayed Punk in the past. He already turned his back on Roman Reigns. He hasn't really turned his back on Seth Rollins. So, and there's history between all three of them. I love that they take something that had like established in like 2014, and here we are seeing everything unfold in 2025. I love long-term storytelling. So they did a really, really good job taking it from like something so tiny and look at where it grew now. Like, this is gonna be my, of course, popular opinion. This is the one match that I'm like dying to see. So great that it's the main event. Great that it's the last match of the show. I like it.
Salazar, what says you?
I mean, this match, it's kind of hard to not be the main event for this match. It's just one of those things that you look at this match, you look at the people in this match, and you just kind of expect it to be placed somewhere. And it's not anything against any of the other matches, but this match in particular, just so many factors, so many things, and then this is probably what everyone's looking more forward to for night one. So that's probably what they're putting in main event. But that's what I think. I mean, as far as what's going to happen in the match, Now that you're mentioning more, now that August mentioning more, the more I hear
Makes
it, the more it kind of makes
It
sense.
makes sense.
And
And then the wild card is maybe Paul Heyman joining up with Seth. You don't know if that'll happen.
no, I mean
We don't know, or it'll happen during Raw after WrestleMania because Raws after WrestleManias are always wild.
yeah,
Always.
they could always kind of not pull it there and pull it the next night to make go ahead and fool people. But
Plus, I think people are more excited about like WrestleMania night one is like that's the most excited people are gonna get because it's the first fucking night of WrestleMania. So I think it makes more sense to have it on the first night.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Everyone's ready to get the fuck out of fucking Vegas and that shithole on night two. They're like, dude, come on, Cody, wrap it up. Finish your story, you piece of shit.
All right, brother. What's your favorite WrestleMania moment or match?
Golly, there's so many, man. Oh my gosh. You're really putting me in the spotlight here, man.
Was that all the Mania matches?
Night one.
I was all the night one ones.
Where is it 6?
Oh yeah, this is night one. I should read.
How many
better.
matches? Is it 6 matches?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay.
But I mean, it's like a 9-hour show, but I think it's like 2 hours for the pre-show, 5 hours for the actual show, and like 2 hours for the post-show. So it's both nights are like 18 hours long.
Yeah, I don't watch the post show.
Which means that everybody still has a chance to buy tickets for Pride of Wrestling this Saturday, August 19th. Tickets available at prideofwrestling.com. The event will be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. August Artois will be facing the POW Florida champion,
You said August 19th.
Burger King.
Daniel Starving.
Daniel
said
Starving,
August
yes.
19th. You said August 19th. It's April 19th, everybody.
April 19th.
Everything was right.
So sorry.
Everything was right except for the date.
That's my receipt.
Got another comment.
Yeah.
From Yuka.
Yes, this Saturday, not August 19th.
Yeah.
April 19th.
Yeah, April 19th at Seminole Rec Center, 4 to 6.
Yes, 4 to 6.
It's getting ready to say August is going to kick Starling's fucking ass. Oh, yeah, and then that's something huge happening in Pride of Wrestling. First time ever, a UK title will be on the line at Pride of Wrestling. That's pretty great. Worldwide here.
Heck yeah,
Hopefully
so we're going to have the first ever dual champion of the company.
Yeah, I'm going to kick his fucking teeth in.
I can't wait to see that.
But the bad thing is, like, if I do, well, I'm not even going to say if, but, you know, if for some fucking wild, crazy reason Starling wins that match and I'm responsible for his first UK tour, I'll quit the business. I'll literally, like, that's the most.
I'll probably remind you of it for the rest of your life. I wouldn't know, you know.
If he can't get there on his own, I don't want to be the reason he gets over there.
Does he have a passport? Good luck defending the title in the UK. Good luck. If you don't have a passport, he can't go to the UK.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Saying, certainly, if you don't have a passport, brother, if you're watching this and you don't have a passport, you're screwed.
Yeah.
He's not watching this. He's probably playing Digimon or something. Or eating. He's probably eating. Anyways. Go over the matches one more time. Name them all. We're not going to talk about them. Just go all over match to match to match.
New Day War Raiders. Jade Cargill. Naomi.
Cargill.
Rey Mysterio Grande Americano.
Yeah.
LA Knight. Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte Flair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gunther Jey Uso.
Yeah, it's gonna be an action-packed fucking night.
Yeah, it's a great card for night one. I really am looking forward to night one compared to night two.
What are the matches on night two? Can you say that? Are you allowed to?
Yeah,
relax.
Someone else on night two, and you won't talk it with us. What's going on?
Top secret.
Rhea, Io, and Bianca.
That'll be good.
AJ Logan Paul. Braun Breaker, Dominic, Finn Balor, and Penta. Liv Morgan, Raquel, Lyra, and Bailey, and Cody and Cena.
Looks like I'm doing something else on night 2. Now, night 1 sounds even way better now that you.
That's what I'm saying. Night 1 is
Night 1 sounds really
stacked.
good.
It's
you know?
stacked.
Night 1 sounds really good.
They should have evened that out a little bit better, I think.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of a better balance. But at least the main event for WrestleMania Night 2, that one I'm looking forward to. I'll definitely watch that one.
Yeah.
That's probably why they know it. They know that nobody's gonna miss Cena versus.
Nah.
Versus.
No, and especially that nobody ever thought in a million years that he would ever turn heel. Nobody thought in a million years he would ever be heel.
He's not. He's not a heel. He's not a face. LaBrava.
It's him. It's him.
It's just him.
Yeah.
Fair.
You made him a heel. You made him a face. You, Brava, you did it.
Fair.
You labeled him.
So Dr. Thugonomics.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Always.
I've always been able to see him.
All right, Bravo. Where can people find you at?
Find me on Instagram at LaBrava Mayhem. I have TikTok. I really need to be a little bit more active, and I keep on saying that every single time, and I fail to keep my promise. But I promise I'll keep it up this time at 6 Cents Brava. Facebook, LaBrava Escobar. YouTube, LaBrava Escobar. Instagram, I think I mentioned Instagram. Did I mention Instagram? I think I mentioned Instagram.
Probably.
On Twitter, because calling it X is weird. LaBrava Official. I am there too. And I'm on Threads, but I don't really post anything because it's just linked to my Instagram. So I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to disconnect from it. I don't use it, but I'm guessing on there too at LaBrava Mayhem. Again, I don't use it. I will have merchandise available at Pride of Wrestling this Saturday, April 19th, between the hours of 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And tickets are available at prideofwrestling.com.
Yep.
And you can buy them at the door if you don't have a fucking computer, you idiots.
Bingo.
I guess they're not watching it.
Salazar,
They have a computer.
go ahead and get your shit in. Where can they find you at?
You can find me on Facebook at Salazar de la Muerte, Instagram, Salazar Executioner, YouTube, Salazar Pro Wrestler.
I think so.
I think so.
I think so. I forgot.
X, Twitter. I don't know. Maybe look up my name. Because I don't know.
Did you forget?
Yeah, I forgot. No, I don't use X.
He doesn't
And
use
then
X.
TikTok that I used to have for controversial. Actually, here's the story.
There's a quick little story of how he actually had TikTok once upon a time.
Okay. So we were stranded in Puerto Rico for about a week.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
2 weeks.
something like that.
2 weeks.
And we're staying at someone else's house. There's no internet, no.
We had no internet. There was no TV. There was no AC. So we're leaving. We're in El Campo. You know what I mean? Like all tropical
Mhm.
weather and everything. And like there's no screen on the windows. So like every type of animal you could think of could fly in and out of inside the house and everything. So it was, you know what was our coffee every single day? Oh my gosh. August has been to Puerto Rico, so he'll understand. And you're from Puerto Rico. But like coffee powder, put it in a cup. Put it with water, microwave it for 2 minutes. That was our coffee every single day because we didn't even have a coffee machine. We didn't even have a freaking coffee machine. Like, what?
That makes it sound not humble at all.
Sorry.
Oh, fuck the humble life. we want the night. We want the coffee
I like
machine.
Bustelo.
We want the air conditioning.
I like my Keurig.
We've been Americanized. We've been Americanized.
Yeah, we're really Americanized. That's really bad. Anyways, continue. Sorry. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry. So we were stuck in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we were stuck in Puerto Rico. Yes.
Yeah, we're stuck in Puerto Rico and how you came to have TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys forced me to.
I forced some because I stepped on a sea urchin in Puerto Rico. And I decided to open up a TikTok and make a stupid video about me dipping my feet in vinegar to see if it would help. Spoiler alert, it took me 10 months to take out one thorn from the sea urchin. It took me 10 months to take it out. And I was wrestling with a sea urchin thorn on my foot for 10 months. And it grew. It was like this tiny when I first had it. And then it grew like this big. It was ridiculous. So I had a live animal living in my foot.
You had to pee on it, not vinegar.
No, No.
Salazar, what? Come on, man.
No.
Definitely got to pee on it.
Why didn't we talk about
Yeah,
that?
Miss
shit?
Sally.
No.
I mean, Terry Funk never wrestled with a fucking sea urchin fucking stinger in his foot, so
That's true.
Pretty hardcore.
So, anyways, so I was trying to do a video about the thorn that I had in my foot, and I'm like, hey, I think it's a great idea if you do a TikTok video or make a TikTok account. And I convinced him after like begging him for like 30 minutes, and he completely hated it and completely changed it to a controversial link TikTok, which we also have one at controversial link on TikTok. So,
Better get at least 3
No,
followers from that.
I think I actually just changed it back. I just changed it back to Salazar. So
did you really?
yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, never mind. He did change it back to Salazar. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, Salazar on TikTok.
There you go.
Had and has now.
I might
Learn how to
switch
pee
it
on
back to
secrets.
controversial in like 2 months. So
Pee on it next time, guys.
I heard that's.
but that was it.
I heard that's what you got to do. Go ahead, August. Let them know where you're at. The real underscore.
Pornhub.com, August, onlyfans.com/August, bonerbiter.com/Timmy, and I think that's it.
That's cool. You remember all that.
Maybe able to find.
No,
them,
wait.
Yeah.
Hey, Weso, tell them where they can find you.
DOOOD. That wrestling dude. That's it. Thank you guys coming on. Really appreciate it. Fuck you, August.
You should have came on that sea urchin sting.